I think you've all got some instruction sheet with your registration kit, so that should be enough for the time being. But in the meanwhile, if we have more instructions, we'll keep giving them as the days proceed. So we also have some volunteers with their red tags. They're easily identifiable, so if you have any problems, any issues, please do contact them. Yeah, so we look forward to a very productive next 3 days. Hopefully we all will learn a lot. So without much further ado, I would welcome Spenta to introduce ICTS and yeah. So are you going to use this mic?
So thank you, Urvashi, for your kind words. And good morning, everybody. Welcome to this program. This is one of those things one seizes the opportunity to do. I had learned that there is a workshop on quantum information that is going to be held next week. And so I think we then very quickly realized that it will be very useful to have a mini school since all the very distinguished lecturers would be here. And one of the missions or mandates of the ICTS is to develop human resources in sciences, in the basic sciences in India. So here we are. I usually want to get started with the lectures right away, but then the organizers, Urvashi and Aninda, insisted that I say a few words or introduce you to this International Center for Theoretical Sciences of TIFR. We are just down the road here in the TIFR Center building temporarily, and hope to move to our new campus within about 2 years. So here. So, you know, the ICTS is a new initiative in Indian science. It's not new anymore. It's about 5 years old. And it's inspired by institutions like the Cowley Institute for Theoretical Physics in Santa Barbara and the Institute for Advanced Studies in Princeton. And it has been sort of conceived to play a catalytic role in the enhancement of research and also to provide a platform for science education and outreach. So briefly, this is the vision and objectives. One of the main objectives is transforming research. I mean, how people do research actually and become more productive, as we have seen from the other examples of institutions elsewhere in the world. And this is to be brought about by a very carefully conceived set of very high quality programs and embedded short conferences, which are overseen by an excellent permanent and adjunct faculty and a program committee. So ICTS also provides a platform and resources for researchers to congregate, to come together over long extended periods of time, encouraging cross-disciplinary immersions and collaborations. And in spite of the fact that the word theory is in the title of in the name of the institute, it is experimentalists are absolutely welcome, and this is where in some sense theory comes face to face with experiment. We are also involved in incubating important new emerging areas of research, which I will mention, and also help create new areas of research. It's one of our dreams that someday during one of our programs or our congregations, some new area of research gets born. And we also would like to foster important research areas in which the local effort in India needs to be enhanced actually. Okay? As I mentioned that developing human resources and fostering new opportunities in science and science education is an important mission of the ICTS. So all the facilities we will develop in our campus, which is getting built some distance from here, we will be able to use those facilities towards science education and outreach. So let me just give you a few numbers which will highlight the type of work we have been doing since September 2007 when we began. So we have organized approximately 70 programs. I will give you a feeling of what those programs are just in a bit. So these statistics are very heartening actually. Over 2,800 talks, over 4,000 participants with this type of composition of Indian and foreign, and these many speakers and these many program days, all within a matter of approximately 5 years. So I think our presence in India actually is amply vindicated by the extraordinary response of the Indian science community and also the international science community, which is very much involved in this center. So this is what we do at the moment. We have interdisciplinary programs, schools with embedded conferences, short discussion meetings, and then there are named lecture series actually. There are 3 named lecture series. I'll explain what they are. The SUBRAHMANYAN CHANDRASEKHAR Lectures, Srinivasa Ramanujam and Alan Turing. The public lectures, platforms for new initiatives, there's faculty search and campus construction. This is the work that we are doing at the moment. We are just kept totally busy, no vacations, nothing. And the ICTS is sort of managed by a very hierarchy of committees. We have a management board, advisory council, program committee. We have joint faculty, means faculty from the other centers of the Tata Institute, which is a distributed institute in India today. We have a adjunct faculty and also an appointments committee. And more details can be just found on our website. Simply type ICTS and by and large it's the first thing that you'll get in Google. And this is our advisory board, which is very actively involved in all our programs and activities. Some of these members are very insistent that the director gives a report every 4 months of what has happened in the ICTS, everything. And I think it's very heartening that people have such a lot of interest in developing this center. And recently, 2 very other distinguished people have joined our council, that is Nima Arkani Hamid and Boris Schreiman. So we have also inducted the first wave of our faculty, and these are the people who are going to join. So Ajit is in astrophysical relativity. This is computational neuroscience, statistical mechanics, string theory, turbulence, and me, who is trying to manage this whole business in some way with the help of all these people. Okay, so this is I'll just flash in front of you the landscape of the ICTS, in science. So you will see that in the interdisciplinary programs, we have organized very intensive workshops actually, and programs, conferences on random matrix theory, data assimilation, scientific discovery through intensive data exploration, applications of control theory and optimization in biology, evolution of complex systems. So you see there is an entire range of subjects that are being covered over here. And here is some examples of schools. Just a short while ago in this very hall we had this very interesting program on Dirac materials and quantum computation. A little while ago in Mumbai there was this astronomical surveys, and these are the other programs that we sort of have organized. Okay, so this is just to give you an idea of the canvas of the ICTS. Now let me come to this name series. So this is the SUBRAHMANYAN CHANDRASEKHAR lecture series. What we do is we invite some very eminent scientist or mathematician, mathematical physicist, to give 2 to 3 lectures, the first one of which is always a very colloquium level lecture for general audiences, general scientific audiences, and the others are more technical lectures. Around these meetings we organize a theme workshop actually connected with the Chandrasekhar lectures, and this has been extremely successful. And in fact what we have realized is that in fact if you even add on a small mini school like we did a couple of weeks ago over here, then that school actually also serves a very important purpose, a short school like this one. Okay, so this was the SUBRAHMANYAN Chandrasekhar lectures a little while ago, Shankar Das Sharma, and you can see the various topics which are sort of covered in this series of lectures also. And so SUBRAHMANYAN Chandrasekhar lectures covers the areas of physical sciences, physics, cosmology, astronomy, etc., etc. So we, given the great success we have with that series, we initiated the Srinivasa Ramanujam lecture series. And we already had the first such set of lectures by Peter Sarnak on the Ramanujam conjecture. It was fortunate that in fact it was very nice that we began this series in the 125th birth anniversary of Srinivasa Ramanujam. And the next set of lectures will begin here on 21st of January, and they are going to be given by Andre Maida of Courant Institute. So the third series which we have conceived in the year of Alan Turing's birth centenary, which was there last year, is in the areas of computer science, biology and engineering, and the first set of lectures will be given by Boris Schreiman. Okay, so these are the short discussion meetings, and this is the most recent one that was held a couple of weeks ago over here. And you see this theme actually has already occurred in this last discussion meeting. We had this extremely important meeting on the role of biology, role of theory in biology, which I think is an extremely important subject. At least ICTS considers it a very important subject to foray into biology. So I was very pleased that this also happened over here. And then there was a meeting around the Chandrasekhar lectures of Nima Arkani Hamid, which was organized by these people, and Aninda is also here. Okay, so these are some other examples of these meetings. It goes on. And the public lectures. Public lectures are very important because they are extremely important part of outreach. I think what we need to create in India is a community of scientists. I think we are such a huge country, but our scientific population of who are above critical in some sense of, in the sense of excellence, is very small given our population. So I think we would like to really contribute to creating this constituency of outstanding scientists actually in this country. And for that, this public lectures are very important. And so this is the latest one we had by Shankar Das Sharma on quantum reality, and these are some of the others over here. And I can tell you one of the things that happens after these public lectures is that there's usually a tea served, but the lecturer is never allowed to go to tea by the students who somehow crowd around him, and it's very heartening to see all that. So anyway, so these are some of the other public lectures which we have had, and you'll notice that we had 4 public lectures, 45 minutes each, all in a row. And you might think that people will get bored, but hardly. I mean, there were 1,000 people actually in the Homi Bhabha auditorium of Tata Institute in Mumbai, absolutely engrossed in these most delightful talks by Dick Bond, John Ellis, Peebles and Kip Thorne on unraveling the universe. These are some other examples actually. you may have noticed that most of these things actually began with topics in string theory and black holes, and this is because the ICTS has been conceived by string theorists. Let me tell you that actually. And at some point it was thought that it would be a string theory center, but hardly. I think our landscape is very broad, and we have no boundaries in our understanding of the way science should be done as one story. Now, so these are some special lectures we also have. So we are very happy to have this Turing Centenary lecture last year by Sidney Brenner, and we also had the ICTS Distinguished Lecture by our very eminent colleague Ashok Sen, who was awarded the Fundamental Physics Prize last year. So he's also a member of the advisory board of the ICTS. And of course there are international linkages. We want to join up with organizations in other countries. So we have a linkage with Asian countries like Korea, Japan, China and India are organizing this cycle of schools patterned around these Les Jeux type of schools every year. So this February there is a school in China, and next year it will be in India. We also are involved in this activity, which is very important, the Mathematics for Planet Earth, which is an initiative from Canada and the United States. It's a year devoted to propagating the idea about the ubiquitousness of mathematics in all walks of life. Mainly a lot of applications of mathematics, and ICTS is representing India in this activity. And we are also developing lots of outreach programs, including an exhibition on mathematics during this year, that is during 2013. So this is another tie-up we have with the NSF Institute on thermalization from glasses to black holes. It's very interesting, right? Glasses to black holes, and it's basically a school in non-equilibrium statistical mechanics. And I'm very happy to say that the ICTP in Trieste and ICTS are going to have a joint program in biology from this year. That is this December. We are going to have this program starting over here. I had mentioned that we also have platforms for doing interesting things and important things in Indian science. So one of them is we have been able to take this project called India Light forward. It's a facility which actually exists not very far from here in another center of the Tata Institute. That's this TIFR Center for Applicable Mathematics. We have a connection with the US-based Gloriad network. It's a fast data network. And the weather and climate scientists in Bangalore, and also some people working in genomics, are already using this large data fast network. And internationally, as I mentioned, we have these Asian schools and the Year of Planet Earth. Okay, so what is our plan? Our plan for research, in-house research, it is a very dynamical plan. It just evolves. If you find some tremendously outstanding guy in some other area other than mentioned here, we will have him. So this is this philosophy of the founding director of Tata Institute, that you build an institution around people, not around subjects. So we have been quite fortunate that in these areas, which was our wish list, we have already found some very outstanding people, except in this area. We are looking for mathematicians who can interact with other theorists and people at the ICTS. We're very happy to induct some people in this area. Okay, so location, where are we? Presently we are just down this road at the Indian University of Science, where we are guests, and our campus is coming up. It's exactly 22 kilometers from this campus, and it takes 40 minutes to reach there on a good road. So we just tested it out on the weekend. I'll show you where it is. So this is the location. This is the Hesarghatta Lake area, and where is the Indian University of Sciences? Somewhere here. But it takes much shorter time to go from here to here than from here to here. This is complicated roads. So I'm very happy that we are very close to such a big and outstanding institute, and we'll have this umbilical cord going even after we move to our new campus. So this is our campus plan, and this is the academic block, this is the housing, this is the facilities, the amphitheater, seminar complex. So it's a very well laid out modern complex, and it's my hope that this campus will come up within the next 2 years. The area of this campus is approximately 78,000 square meters, and the built up area of the buildings is about 20,000 square meters. And this is how it looks today. I mean, as of last weekend, the work has begun, and this is just proof of that. The foundations are being laid for all the buildings, and I think on that very happy note, I'd like to end by thanking the lecturers of this mini school and the participants, and Urvashi and Aninda, who are so enthusiastic to hold this meeting, and also about their enthusiasm for this very important subject to be done in India, right? And to the Secretariat of ICTS, and of course the Physics Department, who hosts all these meetings for us over here. Thank you.